Programa em Cartaz, um oferecimento Topázio Cinemas.
Olá, esse é um programa muito especial para mim e eu espero que seja para muito mais gente também, porque eu realizei a minha autoimposta missão de entrevistar algum dos caras da banda do meu coração, os Ramones. Em 2021, eu já tinha chegado perto com a entrevista online que eu fiz com o simpaticíssimo Monty A. Melnick, o sujeito que foi o gerente de turnês dos Ramones ao longo de todos os 22 anos de carreira da banda. Viajou o mundo inteiro com eles, escreveu um livro sobre tudo isso. Mas agora eu consegui ir além. Entrevistei pessoalmente, frente a frente, ninguém menos que Marky Ramone, o segundo baterista do grupo e o cara que ocupou o posto por mais tempo em duas passagens, entre 1978 e 1983 e depois de 1987 até o fim em 1996. Foi o baterista que mais gravou com os Ramones em um total de 8 álbuns de estúdio. É ele, por exemplo, que toca em clássicos como I Wanna Be Sedated, The KKK Took My Baby Away e Pet Sematary. E nesse papo ele fala um pouco sobre música, mas principalmente, claro, sobre cinema. Tanto as experiências dele em frente às câmeras, quanto o que ele gosta de assistir. Você vai notar que ele não é exatamente um homem de muitas palavras, fala baixo, não altera muito o tom de voz, nem a expressão do rosto, mas recebeu a gente muito bem, com muita atenção. Infelizmente o papo não foi tão longo quanto eu gostaria. A gente gravou ali no camarim do Carioca Club em São Paulo, onde ele se apresentaria logo depois. Então a gente estava com o tempo contado, 15 minutos, combinados com a produção dele, e que acabaram sendo até um pouquinho menos, porque é claro que tinha que acontecer um problema técnico no meio da entrevista. Todo mundo, inclusive o Mark, foi muito paciente, compreensivo, mas a gente não podia tomar mais tempo dele. Então, sobrou bastante assunto da pauta que eu tinha preparado e eu espero ter a chance de bater mais um papo com ele para fazer essas perguntas. E você pode ter certeza que quando ele estiver em São Paulo de novo, eu vou correr atrás e se der certo, claro que você vai conferir aqui. Eu quero agradecer então o gerente de turnês do Mark, o super atencioso e gentil gigante alemão Matthias Priel, que tem uma coleção impressionante de memorabilia de cinema e que eu ainda vou mostrar aqui qualquer hora. Também o produtor do show, Marcelo Rossi, que não é o padre, mas que é muito gente boa e que foi fundamental para resolver o nosso problema técnico. Também o pessoal do Carioca Club e, claro, a Mayuli, que foi minha camera woman, e o Drake pela edição, além do Lucas, que cuida do canal no YouTube. Então, faça a sua inscrição aqui no canal, curta nossos vídeos, comente, compartilhe e, sem mais demoras, vamos bater um papo com Marky Ramone. So, we're finally here with Mr. Mark Steven Bell, Marky Ramone, author of this great book, Punk Rock Blitzkrieg, My Life as a Ramone. And we're going to talk a little about it, but more about movies. Hi, Marky. How are you?
All right. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Good.
So, first of all, what do you like to watch? I've read your book, and you talk about movies a lot. You talk about your grandfather, who knew Humphrey Bogart and Judy Garland, and I guess it came from that. And
Well, I like sci-fi movies from the 50s.
Oh, great.
Because they had a certain charm. Godzilla, Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, Giant Behemoth, It, the Terror from Beyond Space, The Thing, The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Yeah.
So that's the genre that I like the best. But my grandfather worked at the Copacabana in New York City, which was a famous nightclub, and the 21 Club. And he used to cook for all these personalities, and he'd meet them, compliments to the chef. So he was acquainted with all of them,
And you like to go to the movie theater, or do you prefer to watch it at home?
Well, when I can't go to the movie theater, but what I notice when you go to the movie theater, a lot of times people are talking.
Yeah.
And they critique the movie itself while it's on, and I don't like that. I don't like, I don't like to be disturbed.
And the cell phones, and yeah.
cell phones and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. And one movie that sci-fi from the 50s that I really love, it's When Worlds Collide. Have you watched that?
Right.
It's a great movie.
Right.
It should be remade, I think.
Yeah, like War of the Worlds, when they remade War of the Worlds. Great movie.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg did the remake. Forbidden Planet, also a wonderful movie.
The best.
It's so advanced, it's so ahead of its time.
Yeah, MGM.
Yeah. Leslie Nielsen doing a serious character.
Yeah, he was great in that. So was Walter Pidgeon.
Yeah.
Really good.
Of course, you have some experience in front of the cameras. We're going to talk a little about Rock and Roll High School, but there's other movies. Blank Generation, Car 54, Where Are You? The Brooklyn Boys, Killer Waves 2, Last Call, which I watched, and I was looking for you the whole movie, and you're just in the last scene.
I don't know. I don't remember that one.
Is there any of those that it was more challenging or something?
I guess Rock and Roll High School because it was the first movie.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any experience in front of the camera. Neither did the other Ramones. So, you got to take 2, take 3, take 4, take 5. And, you could be hanging around for like 8 hours and they only use you for 10 minutes. So that's one thing I realized, But it showed me how real actors act, and the director, how they direct, and just the whole atmosphere of making a movie,
Yeah.
So
I've just rewatched it, and I was looking at you, and it seemed like you wanted to do more. Is that correct or not?
We were told by the director, just do this, and that you have to listen to the director. We weren't in a position because we weren't movie stars, so we knew that he knew better than us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but it's a fun movie to watch. And what about a biopic about the Ramones? As far as I know, it hasn't happened yet because of a feud between Joey's brother and Johnny's widow. Is that correct?
It's not going to happen.
Really?
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Oh, that's too bad.
Because they're at each other's throats.
Yeah.
It's like baby stuff.
Yeah.
It's baby stuff. But anything can happen.
Well, I'm hoping for this to happen.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, and to be great. And in your book, Punk Rock Blitzkrieg, there's some moments that I thought, well, this would be great in a movie. One passage in your book that I found really moving is when you go visit Joey at the hospital and you notice that there isn't any music, any way for him to hear music. And did that bother you a lot, right?
Well, I felt that it was the right thing to do, to bring him a boombox and some CDs that we both liked. And he was happy for that. And I drove there and I gave it to him.
Well, that's great. That's great. Other thing that I found really impressive and a lesson in humbleness is when you describe the time you were out of the Ramones in 1983 and the jobs you did, like delivery in bikes and demolition, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, a rock star, and you go just, I need to pass through this, and the struggle for your sobriety. How was that for you?
Well, my psychiatrist told me to do that, to do something different. It made me meet different people, different walks of life. It made me realize that, rock and music isn't the only thing. So it definitely helped me to meet people who have different way of lives, so And looking back, it was fun, you know.
Yeah, and to exercise, it helps.
And that's why I did those things too, because it was a form of exercise. You know, from 7 in the morning to about 6 at night.
Wow. And when you went back to the Ramones in 1987, you felt it was like a different person.
Well, I was just more, how do you say, I was able to go with the flow better.
Wow.
You know,
Okay.
because, you know, we all had our problems. We were all freaks. You know.
Talking about that, a few years ago, I interviewed someone you know very much, Mr. Montier Melnick, and I told him that he's a hero and a survivor because he spent all those years inside a van with Joey and Johnny and Dee, and you're also a survivor.
Tommy.
How was Tommy? But I quote those three because they are more like those very different personalities and mental health issues. And Dee, I mean,
My best friend.
Dee.
Yeah.
I thought Joey.
No, Dee was my best friend.
He was so funny and charismatic, right?
Dee?
Yeah.
He was a riot. He was a riot.
Yeah. It's I'm reading his book, Surviving the Ramones. It's the one I haven't read it yet. I've read yours. I've read Joey's brother and Johnny's book, Commando.
Right. Joey's brother's book is, you know, Joey, he wasn't in the Ramones.
Yeah.
So
And he tried to have a music career. It doesn't work. So
it didn't work.
yeah. Back to the movies. Do you know something about Brazilian cinema? Coffin Joe, maybe?
Coughing Joe.
Yeah, the horror movie guy with the long nails. Johnny was a big fan.
I might, if I see it, I might know it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not good with names, but I know faces.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
What about directors? Any favorite directors?
Let's see, directors. The usual. Francis Ford Coppola, Martin Scorsese. I like
Stanley Kubrick.
he was great. Also, guy who did On the Waterfront.
Elia Kazan. I don't know the right pronunciation.
Elia Kazan.
Kazan. Yeah.
I thought those guys,
Yeah.
really good.
Okay. To wrap it up, there are a lot of movies with the Ramones songs. If you were to pick a movie that doesn't have a Ramones song, but if you could put one, what would you choose? Which one would you choose?
Current or old?
You
Anything.
name it.
I would pick what movie? Let's see.
And what song?
Let's see. I guess it's a good question. So many songs. I guess I Want to Be a Boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know, for a love song in a movie about a couple and all that. You know,
That's great.
I Want to Be Sedated.
Yeah.
Hospital scene. You know, stuff like that.
Again, you're very humble when you say, I want to be your boyfriend, which it's Tommy's recording,
Yeah.
but you put yourself out. But then I Want to Be Sedated, my favorite Ramones song, and it's from this album. You're right here.
Yeah.
And I love
song.
that song.
Good song.
It's wonderful.
Hard to forget.
Yeah. Your first album with the Ramones and I Want to Be Sedated. Okay, thank you
Thank you.
so much, Marky. This means a lot to me, and it's a high point in my career.
Thank you.
And I hope you continue to kick some ass playing the drums.
Thank you. Thanks.